Hello everyone, my name is Clutch, and welcome to Lucifer Mechanics Garage of drag, speed, and styrene customs fabrication.
Those gears straight at all. The front wheels never touch the ground, destroying everything that affects, making me rich for my sins. Welcome to the Lucifer's Mechanics Garage.
Alright, how's it going everyone? This is Clutch coming at you with another edition of Lucifer Mechanics Garage. I just, as I mentioned in the last video, I want to show you guys how I do my welds. Using the Tamiya epoxy putty. You can get this at any hobby store just about, or on eBay, or wherever you need to get it. This is stuff comes in real handy. It's really pliable and easy to work with, and you can do a lot of effects with this stuff. You know, you can make pieces out of it. You know, use it around for like when you're doing flares on a car, or doing what we're doing here with welds and stuff. As you can see, the effect I got by welding up the A pillars and the B pillars and around the doors and stuff. The next couple updates, I'll show you more of the effect I'm going for with this, and but this is basically what she's looks like when you get her done, and what you can accomplish by just taking your time. But I also wanted to show you a bracket that I made for the rear parachute. I got at Scale Unlimited, like I mentioned in the last video. Pretty decent little parachutes that you can get. But as you can see the bracket that I made for it, I made it out of I think it's 0.39. I mean 0.039 round brass rod, and out of 5,000s brass plate sheet I cut up and made the brackets. Let me show it to you real quick. Here what I did. Slide you off to the side, you little devil, you. As you can see, I drilled 2 holes in the back, and as you can see the tabs. You can see the tabs on it that I did, and see the side of it. Eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put R&B motion bolts back here. Look like it's been bolted, and then let me pull the parachute off to give you a better look at the brace. And there she is. I soldered it all up. Got her good and soldered. And what I did was I went in there and measured them out and bent them around, and got them where I wanted them. And then I soldered the tabs on, the tabs that's on the back, as you can see. I soldered them all in there, and came up with a nice little bracket. I mean, it's pretty well. I mean, if you can solder and everything, it's a cool little effect that you could use. So hopefully you'll be able to use this, do the same technique, and make some for your own parachutes. So, but yeah, let's get in here and I'll show you how to do these welds. Okay. All right, everyone. Here, let's get started on making welding the top up on this 34 sedan after we chopped her up a little bit. As I mentioned before, I'm going to make this look like it's been pulled out of a Georgia field somewhere, and you know, it was basically an old Skeeter body, and what they did was they chopped the top and cut the doors out, and welded it, you know, the B pillars, the A pillars, and the C pillars up. And I'm going to show you how I do the welds on to make them look realistic. Now you can buy welds from on eBay. They're photo etch, which I do have a set. And actually, last night I was going to cast them and do them, but then come to find out, my urethane was dried up, so I got to order some more. But I'm just going to go ahead and make them out of the Tamiya, excuse me, out of the Tamiya epoxy putty. I've learned this trick from a lot of the tank guys and stuff that they do, how they do their stuff. So I thought I'd pass it on. So I can't take credit for coming up with it, but I'll just show you how I'd use it in the automotive part of it. All right. Now what I do is I cut a couple small pieces out of the epoxy. Okay. Then I take. It's best to have water, because this stuff gets hard and it gets sticky, so you got to have water to work to meet it in, you know, to like, you got to turn around and work it all in. Excuse me. And get it to where it's mixed up real good, and just get in there and work it. Like I said, just keep dipping it. It keeps it kind of fresh and wet and moist, you know. That's funny. But anyway, just keep working it. And alright, we almost got her here. You'll see that she'll start turning like a clayish looking color once you get it all blended in. That white kind of blends in more with the hardener, I guess it is. Or it might be, yeah, it's the hardener part of it. But alright, we got ourselves a good mix here. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, let's roll it out with our fingers a little bit. Don't need that much. Don't need that much. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're going to start with just this little bit right here. Set this off to the side. We're going to take our fingers and roll it out a little bit, get it started. Because we don't want it real thick. We don't want a thick looking weld. Look like, you know, like some trade school welders got a hold of it. You know, because it look like it's out of scale. Okay. And dump me a little water on my glass here. Okay. Then what I do is I grab these little plates that I got hundreds of these things, different thicknesses. Then what I do is I just take and I just roll it like this, just back and forth till I get a nice little string going. Add you some more water, because the more water you add, the more pliable and easy it's to work with to get, you know. Eventually it'll stretch out so long that you'll have to cut it, you know. I just keep working it. I've done this a few times on a lot of stock cars. I make it look like where they cut the roof off to put the roll cage in, because I like doing stock car stuff, making it look like it's been just been put together. Okay, we got a little long there, so let's put some more water on here, and you're gonna keep working it back and forth. Like I said, we want to get a good thin line. Alright. Cut a little bit more of it off. Throw this in the water. We can use that later for the rest of them. I'll come in and work this down, get it a little thinner. The thinner the better. You know, you want to make it look like a nice thin line, like you got somebody that knows how to weld. Okay. Alright, got that. Alright, let's add a little more water. You never have enough water for this, because that way it don't stay sticky on you. Let's see what she looks like. Still a little bit too thick for my liking, so we'll cut that down. Throw that in there. So once you keep that, as long as you keep that wet, you can still use it. It won't get hard on you. So we'll keep working this. Thin it out a little bit more. And then just a little bit more. We ain't got too much longer to go. It's starting to look like a good thin weld. Alright, I think that right there will do good enough. Now see how you got it? Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to grab your body. Okay, dip your finger in the water. Just lay that over there like that. And you just want to coat her in there on the inside. Okay. And you want to come in, grab it. Alright. Now you can see right there, I don't know if you can see where the cut is, but it's like right there. Alright, we're going to bring it on around like so. Alright. Got her in there looking good. Split her fingers a little bit. Move it in there. Move this on around here to the back. Get it in there. Just like that. See, I got it inside there. Just like that. Make sure we got it where we want it. Alright. Now let's come in with a knife and clip it right there. Alright. Oops, got a little problem. Didn't clip right there good enough. Alright, just bring it on around. Always wet your fingers, that way it don't stick to you. And you will have to start. It will become a headache. All right. You can tell it takes patience. As long as you got patience, you can make it look good. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and let this set for about 30 minutes. Most usually I would do this side, go all the way around here, but I'm just going to wait and let it set so that way I can get you this video done. So what I'm going to do here is like I said, I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then we're going to get in there and I'm going to show you how I make the weld looks. Alright everyone, went in there and set all that while I had the camera off. I went ahead and went ahead and put all the welds in. That's going to be going on this car. As you can see, I got them around here, around the A-pillar, and up around the door. I just randomly put them in spots. You know, it don't have to be too pretty because the way this car is going to be. You'll see how I when it's done painted how I got an idea for this car. But I went all around. I got the B pillars where the chop was at. Got the welds around there, and I got them around the C pillars on both sides. Okay, as you can see. Now let me show you how to make the welds. Now when you weld, when you're a professional welder or a decent or even a halfway decent welder, I'm a fabrication specialist, so I mean I can TIG weld titanium, aluminum, stainless, everything. And when I weld with a TIG welder, it's called diamond, okay? And you take your rod and you strike your arc and then you dip. you dip your rod, okay, and you get that nickeling effect. You know, it looks like dimes, or a dime effect. It layers over top. It looks like dimes laying on top of each other. Now, how I achieve that look is I take a toothpick and I take it and I come in, I snip the top of it like so. Let's see, let's pick a good end. There we go. I cut about 1/8 of an inch off. Okay, see there? All right. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to get a nice good flat pattern on it. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, if I can find it, I just had it sitting here. I'm going to take my little round file that I've got, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rat tail file, okay, and I'm going to pinch my fingers right there like that, so I can get a like a jig set up between the toothpick. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to sand at an angle, okay, and I'm going to work it till I get like sort of a like a horse shaped pattern. All right, let me get in here and really grind on it. Okay, as you see, it's just a little bitty pattern. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip in the water. Now I let this sit for like an hour after I put all the stuff in there, so it makes it easier to work with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in. I've got my shape like I need it. Then you're going to come in and you're going to dime it. Okay, you're going to put them patterns in there, just like so. Just go one little bit after another, just like you see a dime pattern on a weld. Like so. That's what I hate. Alright, get this straightened out right there. Alright, don't put your fingers on it. But anyway, then you come over here on the other side and you do the same thing. You just dime pattern it. Working on around. Okay, I'll do this side. Alright. Let me it got wet here. Let me reshape this. Alright, the old rat tail. Alright, now you're going to go around here to like your A pillars, your B pillar, basically the same thing. Alright, and you're just going to dime it. Just keep diming her. Dime it in there. Okay. Just keep working it, take your time, and you'll get that nice looking weld effect in there. Look like it's dimed in. It looks just like it's welded once you get paint on it. Okay. Work our way down here. Keep working your way on into the weld. Let's rework this side here. All right. Got a better shape on the toothpick. There we go. Looks a lot nicer. Let's work our way on over here. I don't know if you can see it that well, but there you go. Oh, great. Okay. That's where you got to watch out where you put your fingers. But that's no problem because it's still a little wet. So we can go in there and re-push it around. Like I said, if you do this when you're not on the camera, you take your time. You can pay attention to stuff like that, but it's no big deal because, like I said, this stuff's easy to work with, and you can always reshape it if you have to. Okay, let me show you. Now, you seen how that was. I mean, that was splattered on the side. You just come in there and just rework it. See it? See it around there, around the door? See it around the pillars? The C pillars? The B pillars and A pillars up front. Alright. I'm going to get in here and finish doing this side. Working on it. Like I said, this stuff is pliable. It dries within like 6 hours or so. So you always got time to work on it if you get your fingers in it or whatnot. And but I tell you, if you take your time and do this, the effect is just awesome. I love it. Just get in there and work it like that. And it makes it look, like I said, it's got that dime effect when you're like your TIG welding, or if you're a good MIG welder, you know, you can make it look just like MIG weld, you know. But since 90% of the time I welded, besides the pipe welding, it was always TIG welding. The only time I really used a MIG or something like that, unless I was working with stainless steel structures or something, you know, and a stick welder, you know, because I'm a certified pipe welder. So, you know, I could do a Mississippi root pass on pipe. So, and you get that dime effect. So, and there you go, people. There it is. So, like I said, if you take your time and do this, it really brings out the effect of the model. You know, if you're looking for welds and stuff like that, you know, you get that nice looking dime effect going on, and it really brings out the essence of what you're trying to pull off. You know. So anyway, I hope you can give us a try, and you know. And you know, use it for whatever. You know, if you're I mean, I've even done this for like welding parts up on motors. You know, even if I was doing like a really nice job, like around intakes and stuff like that, you can use this effect. And you know, you take your time. Like I said, take your time. Sit down. You know, pull you a cup of coffee, a brewski, whatever you got. Put on some music, and you know, lay it all out. Let it dry for about I'd say let it dry for about an hour after you get it all laid in there, and then go in there and just, you know, like I said, be careful, take your time, don't put your hands all over it. But even if you do smudge it or whatever, you can always go in and reform it, because this stuff don't usually dry. It takes about 6 hours to cure, so for it to really get hard. But anyway, yes, I hope you guys can use this, and I'll come up with some more updates on this as we go along, and I hope everybody. I got family coming in and out of here today, and I'm looking forward to spending it with my family this weekend, and for Easter. And so happy Easter, everyone! Until I see you next time. Thanks for stopping by the shop, the comments, and everybody who's subbing to my channel and everything. Until then, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Once-in-a-lifetime drag. We have a very special race for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have Lucifer driving his full nitro funny car Camaro, ready to shred tires in competition at hellish speed. Lucifer will be holding grudge matches all night, gambling for souls. Don't fret, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing will slow down his car, not even after crashes. Gashes are being completely mangled. All thanks to Lucifer's mechanic. He can fix it all. It won't rest until Lucifer is reigning champion.